Hi, and welcome back to Core4Adventures. I'm Laura.
And I'm Carol.
And today we're going to talk about what to pack on a Caribbean cruise. Last year we took our first Caribbean cruise, and we have another one scheduled for next year already. So today we're going to talk about what we packed and what we will be packing for our next cruise.
And before we get started on that, we wanted to take a moment and invite you to subscribe to our channel. Here at Core4Adventures, we try to release new content every single week, so please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up.
So now, let's talk packing. First up is clothing. The good news is you're going to need a lot less clothes on a Caribbean cruise than an Alaskan cruise.
We did take an Alaskan cruise last year, and we did a video on what to pack for an Alaskan cruise, and we're going to link that right here for you if you'd like to check it out. But clothing for a Caribbean cruise, you want to focus on lightweight and breathable fabrics because you're going to be in a hot weather zone. And of course, swimwear is going to be super important.
Now, we brought 2 swimsuits on our Caribbean cruise, and we were very thankful so that you have time for one to dry while you're wearing the other one. We also brought 2 cover-ups, but we actually found that to be a little bit of overkill and would probably only bring 1 cover-up on our next trip.
And if you bring 2 swimsuits, you can always use those Tide packets to wash a swimsuit in the sink and hang it up to dry, so you've got a fresh suit to wear the following day.
And there's lots of ways that you can dry this suit. There's almost always a clothesline in the bathrooms, and if you bring those little magnetic hooks, you can totally hang them on the ceiling and hang your suit from that.
And if you are stopped at a port, you can hang things out on your balcony, but if you're actively at sea cruising, they do not let you do that because things can blow away.
During the day, for women, it's great to wear a little pair of shorts or capris with a t-shirt or a cute little dress. For men, t-shirt and shorts is a perfect option, although don't bring camo to the Caribbean because it's highly frowned upon and it's restricted specifically for their military.
So for the evening, we actually do recommend that you bring along a couple special outfits so that you can have that special evening out. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but we really enjoy doing it. But a tip for you is if you are going to dress up at night, only pack a couple dressy outfits because you can rewear them. You only have them on for a few hours in the evening, so it's not a big deal if you wear them more than once. So we want to dive into specifically the dress code for Norwegian cruise lines. They have something called cruise casual during the daytime, and it really involves what we've talked about. You can wear anything that you want, shorts, capris, dresses for women, but if you are going into the buffet or even the restaurants, you can wear swimsuits, but you do have to have on a cover-up and footwear.
And for men, same thing. Shorts and a t-shirt, khakis, jeans, anything like that is perfectly acceptable.
So also on NCL, if you are going to be going to one of the specialty dining restaurants, they ask that you dress smart casual. What does that mean? For women, that means pants, slacks, jeans, or a dress, a skirt, and a nice top.
For men, it's going to mean jeans or khakis and a collared shirt with closed-toed shoes. Now for children, they will allow shorts in all restaurants.
On Norwegian cruise lines, there are some articles of clothing that are prohibited from the main dining room or the specialty restaurants. That's going to be tank tops for men, flip-flops, baseball hats, or visors.
Or jeans that are overly faded, torn, have holes in them, or are worn below the hips.
And don't forget to bring along with you a sweater or a shawl because it can get chilly in the air conditioning, especially at night.
So for shoes, you want to wear something comfortable both on board and on your excursions. For us, we mostly wore flip-flops and dress sandals.
So if you are going to take part in some of the onboard activities like go-karts, the ropes course, or the climbing wall, you do need to bring along a pair of closed-toed shoes because that is a safety requirement for those activities.
So of course you're going to want to bring some jewelry and accessories. We like to carry a little travel jewelry box with us that we can put all of that in. And we never travel with our regular wedding rings. We always use a travel wedding ring because it's just safer and simpler.
And if it gets lost, we're not out a lot of money. Next up is sun protection. First off, you're in the Caribbean. You definitely need to be wearing sunscreen at all times. And if you're going to be swimming in the ocean, please make sure that that sunscreen is reef safe to help protect the environment. And a good idea is to pack a sun hat to help keep the sun off of your face. You do not want to get sunburned and spoil your vacation.
And don't forget your sunglasses. It is probably a good idea to just bring an inexpensive pair that you don't mind if they get destroyed. However, do invest in a pair of polarized because it will make a difference in how well you see.
So let's talk beach towels. You're in the Caribbean, you're going out onto the beaches and to the pools. What about towels? You do not have to bring your own towels from home because the cruise line will provide them. They have a checkout system where you show your key card or your room number, they give you a towel, and then you check that back in when you are done. However, some people do like to bring those lighter weight towels that are a little easier to get rid of the sand and pack in your beach bag. And if that is something you like, go for it. Nobody's going to stop you.
And since you're going to be on the beach, it is important to make sure to bring some waterproof bags. We like to bring both one for our cell phone and a waterproof dry bag that we can take into the ocean so that we get a double layer of protection.
And our valuables aren't just left on the beach unattended, so that is definitely a safety concern. And one other item that is new to our packing list for a hot weather cruise is maybe a personal handheld fan. You've got some that you can just hold in your hand, or they've also got some that go around your neck to help you keep cool in those hot weather climates.
So next, let's talk about our toiletries and personal care items. So we always bring on any cruise Downy wrinkle releaser. It's a great way to make sure you get those wrinkles out of your clothes, and it helps you feel fresh and revived. And of course, don't forget to bring both your prescription and non-prescription medications and maybe a first aid kit. Even a small one would come in handy, just in case.
And we've gotten this question before of whether or not the cruise line provides shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And on NCL they do, but if you're like us, you prefer your own brand, so we pack those and bring them with us. The next category is electronics. Of course, you're going to want to bring your cell phone, but you also want to consider bringing a backup battery, especially if you're using your cell phone for a lot of videos or photos throughout your trip. You don't want to run out of power. Don't forget your charger or any of the other things that you need in the cruise cabin. And they do have European cruise outlets in the cruise cabins, so an adapter that converts to a USB port is pretty handy. We've got this one that we'd love to show you.
So now let's talk about cruise cabin organization. Those cabins are small, so you're going to want to bring a few things to help you with that. We are huge fans of packing cubes. They really go a long way both in your suitcase and in the cruise cabin to keep you organized. But you also might want to bring a little pop-up hamper, and don't forget those little magnetic hooks. They come in very handy.
Next up, you're going to want to pack some gear to bring along with you on a cruise excursion when you get off the ship. Number one, you're going to want a day pack or a beach bag to keep all of your stuff in one location. If you're going to be in the ocean, we recommend purchasing any gear like a snorkel kit ahead of time. It is definitely cheaper than renting it at every stop, and it's, for us, we like to have our own instead of having one that other people have shared, even though that's perfectly safe. They do clean them in between uses. Other items you may want to consider are an insulated water bottle to stay hydrated throughout the day, or rain gear like a light rain jacket or one of those foldable rain ponchos, because in the Caribbean you never know when it may rain.
And don't forget to bring some cash and your cruise documents. You might also want to bring a lanyard to put your cruise card in and an e-reader so that you can read on the ship.
I know that when I cruise, I love to read the entire time, whether it's on the pool deck, in the spa, in my cabin, or on the beach. So that e-reader is essential for me.
It's an easy way to bring lots of books with you without a lot of weight.
So our last tip is how to stay organized when you are planning for packing for your Caribbean cruise. We recommend that you have a checklist, or we use a spreadsheet. I love a good spreadsheet. It helps keep me organized, it helps me plan out my clothing, and helps me make sure that I'm not forgetting any of the essentials that I'm going to need while I am on a cruise.
And make sure that you pack an embarkation day bag with all of the things that you might need before you get into your cruise cabin or before your checked baggage does arrive at your cabin. That can take several hours on the first day.
So if you want to jump in that pool first thing, make sure you've brought a cover-up, a swimsuit, your flip-flops, some sunscreen, sunglasses, and put that in your embarkation day bag and not your checked baggage.
And always put your medication in that embarkation day bag. Keep that with you at all times.
That's such a great tip. And also make sure that you're doing your research. Check your cruise line's website to find out what items are prohibited from bringing on board. You will be surprised, like you cannot bring your own iron on board. It is just a fire safety hazard. So they have an entire list of what is prohibited, so make sure you check that out so you don't get any surprises at embarkation day. And if you have any packing tips for the Caribbean that we forgot to mention today, make sure you place a comment in the comments section because we will respond to you.
So if you liked this video and you're looking for some more travel tips, please click the link directly below us.
We really thank you for watching our video today. If you're still with us, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss next week's video. And thank you so much for watching Core 4 Adventures. We will see you next time. Bye!